when I was I hadn't lived in Nashville that long. Like I was maybe 20. And so I get a call like from dad at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, "Ugh," I didn't want to answer it. Then it's again and again.
You
So
didn't have bail money anyway.
yeah, exactly. So finally I answered the phone and he's like, Amy, I need you to bail me out of jail. He's like, it's a long story, but I need you to bail me out of jail. He sends me to this like guy's trailer. Like it's 5 in the morning about this time. He sends me to this guy's trailer. The guy had this long rat tail and porn magazines stacked like as high as it was like stacked probably 2 or 3 feet high.
You should have waited till 7 a.m. to go there.
Yeah, I was scared in his trailer. I was a little bit scared out there, but so I go out there and he's doing whatever he does to get dad out of jail. So then I go to the jail to pick him up. And when he comes out, he's still in that orange jumpsuit. And they told me he came to jail naked, so he couldn't. They didn't have anything. He didn't have any clothes. And they're telling him, you better return this jumpsuit and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, that ain't ever going to happen in a million years. So then I get him. And of course, he wanted to go eat that country ham again, at the
courthouse.
Yeah. So we're down there and like it's probably 6 or 6:30 at this time. The sun's coming up and like the only people in the cafe are dad and me and like some cops sitting at another table. And so first of all, when I picked him up, I didn't want to take him. I told that girl, his eyes were like dilated like nickels, and I'm like, do I have to take? I don't want to. I think he needs to stay here longer. That's what I told the lady.
Can I pick him up this afternoon?
Yeah. And she's like, we don't have a room. And I'm like, oh shit. So he was hungry and I'm thinking maybe he'll sober up a little bit if we go eat. So we go to the courthouse cafe and we're sitting there and the waitress, he scared the shit out of the waitress. The waitress comes over and dad slams his fist on the table and said, I know who the devil is talking to me. And she jumped and then he's holding the menu upside down. And I'm thinking, oh my God, let's go home. Please, let's go home. And then the cops came in and sat down and I just wanted to leave. I just wanted out of there. And so dad's telling me all this stuff about, I understand everything. He's like, I knew last night all I'd have. Well, wait, I'm missing a big part of the story. Hang on. He took 3 hits of acid with some girl.
Oh,
I should have told this part sooner.
Okay.
He took 3 hits of acid with some girl. He was butt naked in her front yard, screaming at a tree when the cops picked him up.
It's hard to know what parts to leave in or leave out of a Danny story.
Yeah, because this story doesn't even make sense without that part. I should have told it first. So he's like tripping his ass off naked. He gets picked up, taken to jail. That's why he had on that jumpsuit. And so he's still tripping hard when I went to get him. That's why I didn't want to take him because he was acting crazy. And so we're sitting there and he said, he's like, I could just think of somebody. And I knew devil, angel. And like he's going through all this stuff and he's like telling me, and I just want out. I just want out of there. And I'm begging him, please, let's just go home. Just let's go home and you can lay down and go to bed. So finally I got him out of there. I thought the cops were confused because he's in the courthouse cafe.
In a jumpsuit.
They would have probably arrested him, but he's already in the jumpsuit. You know what I mean? Like they know, like he's been arrested.
He's in the system, yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't figure out what was going on, and I'm looking at him like, please don't, please, just like let me, as usual, let me take him home. And so we're getting the car going back, and he just kept jumping and putting his hand in front of me, telling me shit, and I'm like, Dad. Just lay the seat back and close your eyes. I'm begging you. You're going to make me have a wreck. Because I ended up running on the sidewalk when he screamed one time. And so he lays his seat back. And then the next thing, like he comes back up and he's like, Amy, I see more shit with my eyes closed. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, here we go. And like, but he's like, and just so you know, you're an angel. Like, because he was still doing the angel devil thing.
Yeah.
So, what's the weirdest, craziest situation you ever got in with him?